Hello, sunshines. Hello, 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 hello. This is Creative Stitching Diva for your Mentor Monday. And this is Ingrid Ray. How are you?
I'm fine. Hi, everyone.
I am so excited about today. And we just had a crazy conversation because it was everything I wanted to talk to you about. It really is everything I wanted to talk to you about. I never, in the beginning, I used to write questions and then I stopped because I don't like doing interviews. I want to converse with people that I have a relationship with you. It's not that I just picked you out and said, "Can you do?" No, like I have a relationship with you. So I said,
Right.
you know what? I can't. I don't want to do the questions and stuff like that. I want to be able to converse and we can talk and educate because that's
Okay.
what this is all about. We're going to educate others. And I'm excited about this one because when I first met you, Ingrid, you had made something and it just caught my eye and I'm like, oh, I want to make that. And I did. And I made it. I think I was like one of your first pattern testers.
Right.
And when I was supposed to give it to my son's girlfriend and I didn't because I loved it so much. It was something I'm gonna show you. At first I wasn't I don't know why I didn't bring it down, but it is this stays like
Oh
in my
yes,
background.
yes, yes. The crochet romper.
Yeah,
Oh, so cute.
yeah. And I made a
I
shirt.
remember now.
Yes, I made a shirt to match it.
I remember
And
now.
that's kind of sort of like when I first met you because I was
Right.
looking at your stuff and I'm looking at it like her stuff is nice. I'm always looking at people's stuff, looking at like seeing the strings hanging and stuff like that.
I do the same
No,
thing.
no. And that's the conversation we had. That's the
Right.
conversation we had was
I
other
remember this was like one of the
crocheters.
first conversations.
Yes. And so
I
I said,
remember.
this is like a special bond because we actually spoke on the phone for a little bit and you told me everything and I just had like a like you just don't you can speak to somebody and be like, okay, I can go without her, but no, I
Mhm.
felt like it was like a special bond. So when I saw you, I would legitimately wish the best.
You
Like
were
I wish,
so, a lot of times when you talk to women and you ladies have something in common, like we had crocheting in common, people will be scared to come forth with information, whether it's where they got their yarn from, their needles, a design. They withhold the information. I've never been like that. But when
nope.
I met you, you were so like your heart was pure. You were so nice. So
Aw,
our first conversation, we just clicked.
yes.
You were so cool. And then when you finished it and you showed it to me, I was like, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Because I think I hadn't really started writing patterns. And
Yeah.
I wrote that for you. And it was rough draft, but you got it. And
Yeah.
we clicked and we've been talking since then.
Yep. Yep, we was talking since then. So I followed your work and I'm looking at all your work and I'm looking at, oh my gosh, your stuff is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, this, that.
Thank you,
Then I
thank you,
see,
thank you.
I'm like, well, where's the graphic? Where the graphic? Then I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, oh, she too busy because you just a busy woman. But then I'm like,
Thank
where
you.
the graphic? Where the graphic? But let me tell you something. Your work is
Girl,
extremely beautiful. Okay?
them graph games is something I haven't conquered yet. We're gonna work on them because I feel like if I see yours and I'm just like floored. I feel like that's the only thing that's missing from my business is the graph gans. You say I'm too busy, but I would find time to do those. They're just so beautiful. I love the sorority ones. My particular interest is the ones for babies because I have a lot of customers that buy for their grandchildren and I think I would do really well with that. So
I
I
think
have
you
to
would
learn how
too.
to do that. I got to really sit down and
We gonna
focus.
get it.
I have lack of focus.
You are. I'm
Definitely,
saying you
definitely.
are so.
This year we're going to make sure I get it.
You're gonna get it. I promise you. I will do
Yeah.
it with you. We're gonna get it because
Okay.
That's something that I know will blow up. Graph ganning, for some reason, it will never go away. You will never,
No,
ever,
the
ever see it go away.
personalization is what does it for me. I think me personalizing, I do a lot of custom orders or whatever, but with the name on it, that's something that you can have forever. In adulthood, my grandmother made this blanket
Mm-hmm.
for me. So, I really have to learn how to do that. And it's not that I don't know how the way you're teaching it, someone else. I got a graph gan. I got one from you. It's still sitting downstairs on my computer desk because I was lost. But I got from someone else and they had the wording,
Okay.
like line one,
Written instructions.
125 white, and then
Yeah,
six.
we do that.
I think I started the beginning foundation row wrong because it wasn't
Oh,
adding up and
okay.
carrying the yarn. Yeah, I almost broke my TV in here.
We do written instructions. My girl Annette does the written instructions for our group. So we do have written instructions if that's something that
Okay,
may help.
that may be a little easier for me.
Then that will be perfect because she does an excellent job.
Oh, I'm going to order one as soon as we get off of here.
She does an excellent job doing the written instructions. So that's something that you could look into.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
but
Definitely.
what I had wanted to also talk about was PPC. What is it?
Okay. So, Pink Panty Chronicles, I'm the founder. It actually started as it was going to be a podcast once every 2 weeks for me to just come on and review sex toys, or I had like some strippers, some bisexuals, all different types of people pertaining to sex. That didn't work out, so I said I was going to start as a blog. It started with 30 ladies, and then I did a contest with those 30 ladies that whoever invited the most women to join um won a prize, and it went from 30 ladies to 1,000.
I remember that. That I
It like in
remember.
like a week, it blew my mind.
Yeah.
And the funny thing was, I was crocheting, and I kept saying to myself, I'm not going to be able to crochet and run this group because every minute my phone was binging and somebody was asking for, either advice or they wanted to buy something. So I was like, okay, it just got really like overnight
Yep.
up. Then it went from 1,000 to 3,000,
Yeah.
and it actually started mainly for sex toys. I was doing the sex toy party lives during the height of COVID, and I was still getting ladies their sex toys when they couldn't come out. And that's something nobody else was doing.
Nope.
And then it just grew. It just grew into a sisterhood.
Yep.
We still do the sex toy party lives, but we have like accountability partners. We were doing the book club. We were doing a bullet fairy program where you could secretly send one of your sisters a bullet and she didn't know who it came from. We actually had a meet and greet during COVID, and we had like 100 and something people. Had it not been for COVID, it would have been jam packed. It was
It
so
would have, because I
nice.
would have went.
Just the vibe, everything. We had vendors. It was
The
amazing. We had somebody
pictures
teaching
were
line dancing.
amazing. I was
Huh?
I was the pictures and the
Oh yeah.
videos.
It
I
was
was
just
so sad because I was like, I wanted to go, but I'm still funny about going certain places. So I was so mad. I was like,
oh my
damn you,
God. After the
Rhoda.
event, I was like on cloud nine. It felt like God gave me a new purpose with these ladies. Then after that, it got so big, and it was during COVID. My fiance was like, you can't have all these ladies coming to the house. We got kids here, this, that, and the other. So I was looking for office space, and it was this one particular place I was looking at, and they kept giving me the runaround. And one day I was supposed to actually go and see it, and they said they couldn't find the key. So me and my bestie down here was driving, and she was like, there goes a space right there. So I called the number. The people came right over. And when I opened the door and walked in, I knew that that was for me. I knew that the space was for me. So then there came PPC headquarters. So it's really nice.
It's
It's 2 rooms. It's
nice.
actually my office. And then I have a classroom where I run my other business called Pleasure University. So
So
Pleasure
you know my
University
little
is a
secret,
sexual
right?
enhancement school.
You know my
I
little
teach how to
secret.
give the perfect.
Yeah, the BJ.
Yeah,
I saw
I
that.
teach that.
Yeah.
I teach anal sex, how to please a man in bed, pole dancing, lap dancing, and you know,
Yeah.
anything else you
So I'm
need.
in the club. I'm in the group, and
Yes, she is.
I joined the group because of you. Just off of you, period. I've never been into sex toys, but when I started seeing yours and I started seeing the different varieties, I started looking and then my mind just got curious. So I started ordering. But then I have a bond with you. So I would stay. And then I had a bond with the other ladies. And
Right,
I would ask questions. And that's how I felt comfortable. I felt comfortable in the group because I was able to ask questions that I wouldn't even ask some of my
right.
friends.
Because
And that
that's
was
what the group turned
crazy.
into, where you can be sexually free. Nothing is off limits. I mean, some of the things that the women have shared, you can tell that they're comfortable. And
Right.
it's a no judgment zone. I don't allow that. I don't allow you to come in and bare your soul and someone else to say, oh, that's nasty, or why are you doing that? That's not allowed. You will be removed from my group for that.
And you and your admins on point, okay?
Yeah.
On point. When I had posted my little secret, I don't know if you remember, but I posted my little secret, and
Yes.
you know my secret, right?
Yeah,
So
I remember.
I posted my little secret. Everybody gonna remember that one. But when I posted that, it was crazy because at first I was embarrassed, but then I was like comfortable, and it was like, girl, are you serious? Oh my gosh! But then it was
Everybody
more of
tries to
an
be
embrace,
positive. That's what we try to do. We want
right?
to uplift, motivate, inspire. If it's something sexual that you want to try and you put it in the group, everybody's going to comment, girl, do it this way, girl, do it that way. I
That's
got you on
what
the sex toys. I ain't
happened.
gonna never sell you anything that I personally myself wouldn't use.
That's
So
exactly
it
what
just
happened.
works out.
It's
It really works out. I'm so glad that you're a part of it.
yeah, I'm excited about the university as well. So I thought you would be perfect for Mentor Monday because it's not you're a crocheter, but I want people to understand that crocheting is just not going to pay all the bills. You have to have other forms of income. And that's why I love the fact that you are a hustler. Like you hustle for what you want and what you need. And you about those coins. So it's crazy because like I said, I didn't want to have any part of sex toys, but because of you, I wanted to support. But it was also your delivery. It was also how you went about it. And I didn't feel embarrassed. I didn't feel ashamed about it. And I was able to just come to you and say my little secret and not feel ashamed. So that is how I feel you are going to keep going and being more successful because of your delivery, because you are genuine about what you're doing. So I just
I
want to
wanted
tell
the
everybody out
ladies to
there.
know
Uh-huh.
that it's just not about sex toys is not always about penetration. There's so many other things. There's massages, it depends what your fetish is, what you fancy. Everything does not have to be penetration. Some people are sexual just by kissing, by touching. So a lot of ladies, like I used to vend. I no longer vend. I used to go to people's events and sell my sex toys, and they would put me way in the corner. So by the time they got to me, nobody got no money left because they'd have been to all the other vendors but me, because a lot of people have taboo about sex. When you were younger, a lot of people's mother told them that you weren't supposed to do BJs.
Right.
So people still hold that in their head. I've been to parties and ladies, when I'm introducing oral toys or oral enhancers, they're like, I'm not. And I'll tell them, if you're not doing it for him, somebody else is, because men love that. So I try and get rid of all of the old how do you say, traditions and all of that. It's modern day. You should be able to do whatever you want to do sexually and not be judged for it.
Right.
And sometimes I can be a little crass because that's what it calls for. But I've done toy parties for first ladies of churches.
You did?
Girl, I've been selling sex toys for 27 years. I don't think there's been a group that I haven't encountered. So I have to, my delivery is based upon the crowd. And I'll ask them, okay, so what type of people are you having here? How do you want me to deliver it? If you want it raunchy, I got you. If you want me to be ladylike, I got you. Or you want me to use the word vajayjay and woo-woo and all of that, I got you. It just depends on the person. And when me and you talked about it, you were so like sweet. So I couldn't be, I couldn't like be raunchy with you. So I think that's you were so sweet because you could tell that you were kind of like shy about what you told me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to be like, well, you know.
The crazy thing is, I'm sweet, but not really. Behind the screen is a little roughneck here. I'm serious. I'm a little roughneck. I'm a little ratchet. But I really am. Like,
you don't give that off,
yesterday. My mom told me yesterday, you need to turn it down a little bit. She did. Just yesterday. She said, you need to turn it down a little bit.
You didn't give me that. You were like, really sweet. Maybe it's because you didn't know me, but as we got to know each other, I saw like a little crazier side, but like you always making me laugh or whatever. But I still didn't get ratchet out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to put it on a social media platform. I do sometimes, especially
I've never seen it.
I know Instagram.
I've never seen it.
I don't do it on my business pages. On my business pages, I kind of sort of stop all of that because it does matter who watches you,
right?
And who want to purchase. Because I'm not selling ratchet stuff. I'm selling crocheted items and business. I'm a crochet coach, business coach. So when I do that, it doesn't cause for me to be ratchet about it. Like every now and then I'll throw the bitch word out and I do on my podcast, I have a censor. Like I had like beware because you don't know what's going to happen.
Right, you don't know what's
you don't know what's going to stat, what we going to stat. Because just last Monday we had a Demiwa on here and she was very fluent about what she went through in her life. And she was a stripper and she was a dancer. She's a crochet artist, but she's a very beautiful, spirited person. She practices witchcraft and she was in the circus. We saw pictures of her with the
she was just colorful. She's just
I love her though. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. If I was ever to swing that way, I would swing her way. Like that's how I'm like, whoa! I was looking at her pole dancing and everything. I'm like, oh,
funny.
Okay, all right. So that
you funny.
Saying, I'm just saying, like that's how she is, and she's very free about it. So my mom is like, you need to take it down a little, but I was like, Mom, this is just me, and I'm not real bad. You understand? You gotta understand and trust.
I believe in being who you are. You know what I'm saying? Some people can take it and some people can't. My thoughts are, if I'm showing you who I am and you can't take it, then it's no room for you in my life. You shouldn't have to tone down for anybody. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't seen any bitches on your business page. I don't even see like you talking really. No. I just see your graph cans.
Exactly. But it was just one thing I put out yesterday about a bitch face. And because I put that and the voices was saying a lot of cuss words, she was not happy about it.
I missed that one.
That's on Instagram. I ain't take it down. She
I
told
missed
me
that
to.
one.
She told me to, but I didn't. And that really wasn't raunchy. But I like a lot. I like Megan the Stallion. I like WAP. Like I like all those songs, and I'm a real trap girl. So I like trap music. I like all of that.
Do
So
you?
yeah, girl, I love me some dirty South trap music. Yeah, yeah, I do. You gonna learn a lot
You don't
about me
sing
today.
like it.
I
I
know,
can.
right?
I have children, 23 and 38. And they, I get in the car and I let them listen to it, but then it gets to a point where it's too much. But I listen to it so much that I could actually, if I wanted to, when they play it in the car, I sing it, because most of the time my 23-year-old drives me around because he's driving and I'm texting or crocheting or whatever. So I can only tolerate it for so long. It works my nerves sometimes.
Mom, you sound that is what my mom said. But
I'm
my
old.
sister and
I'm
I,
old.
my sister and I, because I'm the oldest, but my middle sister and I, we love, like, we even share, like, the list. Like, if a new song, she's like, you gotta listen to this. That's what we like. But the little one, she's an old soul. She's 31, but she has such an old soul. She doesn't like all of that. She likes gospel and stuff like that. But that's just me. I don't know.
It's
I like
okay. I just got a
all.
very nice vibe from you. And then like the people you chose to surround yourself with, your admins,
Yes.
Toy,
Yep.
like that. I said I really like her.
Yeah.
You have to like
I
come
love
to one of the PPC events. You live in Jersey, it's not
I
that far. You got
do.
to come to one of the PPC. I know you were sick, but once you feel comfortable to come out, you got to come visit me at the headquarters. Like one of our events. It would be nice if you can come the end of this month. We're doing a vision board party, and we also have one of the PPC sisters coming out to teach us about crystals, because
Oh.
we're manifesting through crystals now. She's going to teach us that. So it's going to be really nice.
You come up with so many great ideas. How do you do that? Yeah, I did. You want to know something? I copy some of your ideas.
It's okay. Call me if you need some. It's not only me, but well, I was going to do a vision board party earlier, but everybody was like, no, you're supposed to do it in January. And my thing for my girls in the group, I want everybody, every last single one of them, to be the best person that they could possibly be. Their love life, I wish them the best. So, love life, if I can help you with that. Finances, if we need to do donations, we do that. Work life, businesses, big time. They all know that they can call me and I'm the plug. Okay, you need this, you need to start this, you need to do that. So I just want to do everything with these ladies. I've never met a bunch of ladies that have touched me so.
Mhm.
Like, I'll do anything for them. And they know. I've had some of them call me like 2 o'clock in the morning. They upset about something. I'm
Yeah.
getting up out of the bed so I don't wake my fiance, and I'm going downstairs in the living room and I'm going to talk. But the ideas stem from me just wanting to spend time with them and them getting something out of the time that they spend with me. We did a fundraiser last year. Um, Girls in the group that owned businesses donated prizes. So we had like, I think 5 or 6 prizes. Like the first prize was $300. The second prize was a large sex toy basket. We had one of our sisters, Crystal Anderson. She sells alcoholic beverages. She made up like a picnic basket and sent them a couple of flavors. We had one that does cups and stuff. She made up a basket of that. So things were given, in contribution for this. And every lady that sold their allotted amount of tickets is going on a day trip with me to New York. And we're doing a scavenger hunt. We're going to pole dancing, and I'm taking them to dinner.
I want to go. I want
I
to
plan something, I
go.
have stuff planned
You
every
do.
month for them. So I have to
March.
divide it between Maryland and New York, because quite a few of my members are in New York, and I hate for them to have to come down here, spend
Yeah.
gas tolls, hotel. to come and see me at PPC. You know what I'm saying? So I have
Yeah.
to divide because let me we did a male nude sipping thing.
That was off the
Girl,
chain, wasn't it? A male nude
we
sipping.
had a ball. It was only supposed to be like, I think, 55 people. But the lady who has this sip and paint company was so impressed. She was like, let them just come in. We end up with 125 people. It was
Nice.
really, really nice. So we're going to do one in Delaware. I'm going to let you know so you can come through. And lastly, we're doing a 5-city tour. So I have a chapter in New York, Delaware, Philly, Atlanta, and North Carolina.
You need one in
So
New
from
Jersey.
April through September, the chapters include a team lead and 2 assistants. So they have to find a venue, a DJ, and vendors for each of these states. And then we're going to we're going to do like a member recruitment drive. And we also have a panelist. We have like a psychologist to talk to people who are depressed or has issues. We have someone for credit repair. We have a nutritionist for someone that wants to lose weight. And then I'll be the sexologist.
That is amazing. That
So
is amazing.
I love
I
my group. I
love
love
it.
my ladies. So I want to do
I love
whatever
it.
I can for them.
And we had a there was something you did. This was when I wasn't even feeling well, and I would just actually keep the bingo. The
Oh,
bingo.
yes. I'm going to start that again, but we're going to do it via Zoom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I
Um,
thought that was so cool, and I wasn't even really feeling well. Like it just brought me up to do something.
right, right. We actually, February, I can't think of February 6th. No, one day in February, I got to get my mind right with all these dates because I have so much going on. We're doing an adult bingo in person. So what I usually do is I have vendors. I sell the tickets, sell the ladies tickets. They come and they play bingo for sex toys.
Okay.
But the bingo is sex words.
Yeah.
And sell food. We just have a really good time. Out of all of the events that I've given for PPC, it's always an amazing vibe. No cattiness, no arguing. Everybody is there for the same goal, sisterhood. And some of these ladies are the types where they don't rock with females like that. They've come and told me this group has been amazing for me because I don't have female friends, but
I actually
they
saw
enjoy
you
PPC.
say
It's
that.
something different.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
want it to
I look
be
at it
just
like
a regular group. So we turned it into a chapter. It's incorporated. And now once we do the 5-city tour, it'll be a movement.
I love that. Because when I was looking at everything, I was like, this is like a sisterhood. This is like a sorority.
We got jackets and everything.
Yeah, I saw the attire. I saw the merchandise. I'm like, man, you are doing it. You are doing it. That is so cool because
I
I've
see you
never heard of
too.
anything like that.
I saw your
Okay.
what is it called? Crest? You just did a
Oh, the crochet sorority. I'm trying to think of it instead of being crochet, more fiber artist because other people
that's
who,
better.
yeah, I think it would be much better for fiber artists, not just crocheters. So I'm gonna change the words around a little bit, but I started the process. It wasn't just me, but it was like 4 other ladies. We started the process like 4 years ago, and it 3 years ago, and we just was trying to like come up with this, come up with the creed, come up with colors, come up. We just kept thinking and thinking and thinking, and I kind of sort of introduced it, and like maybe 20 people said I love the idea. But then the more and more I thought about it, the more and more I said people don't acknowledge fiber artists like it's an occupation. They don't acknowledge crocheters. They acknowledge knitters, but not really crocheters. So I wanted to like kind of pick it up and bring it out there. And we have a sisterhood. We have a community. We have people who want to learn, mentors. And now, especially since the pandemic, it taught us to realize that there's so many people out here who want to learn how to do fiber art. They want to learn how to do crochet, knitting, and all of that. So we are big sisters, and we can.
It's so much you can do with that. When I saw it, my mind started clicking. My mind doesn't shut off. So once I saw it, I was like, oh, a sweater. Oh, she can do this. She can have them do this, and they can do monthly. We'll talk after, but I got some ideas for you.
So you want to be one of the founders?
Yes.
Yes. I claimed it. I just claimed it.
Yes, yes, and yes. We got some work to do.
Yes.
I saw it, and I'm telling you, I was sitting on my bed crocheting, and my phone rang because they have another social media, because I'm trying to walk away from Facebook. Facebook is too restrictive. I was in Facebook jail for 2 months for something I didn't do. I don't even know what they said I did. But anyway, we're walking away from it and we're going to band, and still getting that up and running, and all the girls over from Facebook to band. And I said, no, she didn't. Love the idea. Love it, love it, love it.
Yeah.
Any help I can give you, I got you, because I started writing down stuff.
Good. I want you on there. I want you, because the founders are the ones who are going to make the bylaws and everything. So you have so many creative ideas, and I just need knowledgeable people who just want sisterhood, and that's you. That is
I got you, babe. I got you.
Yes, I'm excited. One of my girl Victoria, she said this lady is going to make me move to the East Coast.
Me? Thank you, Victoria. Come on. We got room for you. Come on.
Yeah, because I know your parties. I haven't been to your parties, but I saw some videos and pictures and how many people was talking about how this was great. So I'm like, dang, I'm jealous. I want to go. But I'm like, you know what? I started coming out of my shell a little bit more. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go. And are you doing anything in March? Because that's around my birthday.
Well, let me tell you, March 20th, I'm having a fiber fashion show. So I have 6 ladies, and I'm designing 2 outfits each for them. I'm actually collaborating with another PP sister, Cheryl Flowers. Shout out to her. She does, I think the name of the hats are fedoras, but she customizes them. So some of the outfits will be partly her sewing, and then I'll crochet the rest. But we're having vendors, and it's going to be really nice. It's going to be in Brooklyn, and it's March 20th.
Okay. And it's going to be in Brooklyn?
So I started working on the outfits already.
Oh,
but I need your help with one.
I got you. But I need that fedora lady.
Oh my God, if you ever see, she gave me a jacket, right? So we had spoken. She's vended with me before, because I was doing vending events long time ago. But she vended with me before, and she has like a avant-garde style, something you will never ever see anybody else with, and I love it. So I wanted an army jacket. You know, the ladies are wearing the army jacket with all of the patches or whatever on them.
Yep.
So I went to Hobby Lobby and I saw all of these crochet patches. So I was like, I'm going to ask her to make me a jacket and put my crochet patches on it. So she knows I love pink. I got to have my son. I want to put this jacket on for you and show you. Hold on.
I got to see this jacket. I definitely got to see this jacket. I don't think it's virtual. Is it virtual?
I'm sorry, but I want you to see this jacket she made. So she's going to collaborate a couple of outfits with me.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, March 20th, but we're having something in New York in next month. And you'll come and you'll be able to meet because most of the sisters will be there. A lot of the PPC sisters will be there. This one they can bring other family members, but you need to get to know them and know who you're talking to through Facebook. I
Right.
think you'll enjoy
So,
yourself.
how can the ladies join PPC?
Okay, so they have to request me on Facebook and then I can invite them and there's two questions to ask. And once they answer those two questions, they can join. They have like a 30-day trial period. Once you become a member, we have people watching to make sure because it's an interactive group. You can't just join and just watch stuff. We need to hear from you to know, because sometimes I do the question of the day, or how do you feel about this, or how do you feel about that, or even for you, the ladies know now, so they'll just put up "Good morning, PPC sisters." Come
Right.
on, it's so loving. It's just an excellent environment. But all they have to do is um request me on Facebook and I'll invite them. Let me
Okay.
show you this jacket. Hold on.
Her information is in the description. So if you want to join PPC, that's what you need to do. Click it and get on Facebook and ask her. I love her energy too, Sheila.
Oh, Christian, let me see.
I want to see
I don't
this
think we
jacket.
can flip the camera.
There you
Can
go.
you see me?
I see you. I see
Can you
you.
flip it? No, you can't. Look.
Oh, stop playing.
Wait a minute, hold on. I gotta take it down a little.
Yeah. Wait, I see fur.
Yes.
That's
And
hot.
all of my patches, these are crochet patches.
Stop playing. And she made that? I have a design and
Yeah,
oh,
all of these are crochet patches. So this is my crochet jacket. And she put, it's so girly. It has fur, it has sequins, it has everything on it. So the fiber
I
show is
love
going to be
it.
amazing just because she's collaborating with me.
Definitely gotta is it gonna be virtual? Some people are asking.
I'm sorry about that.
Is it
Yes,
gonna
but
be
we're
virtual?
looking for more PPC sisters, but we're looking for quality over quantity. They have to be okay with the sex talk. They have to want to be interactive. Um, and just not judgmental. We're not doing judgmental.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's basically like what you do. But it's a lot of a lot of the ladies talk about sex. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
I just every
and
now and then
we as
think,
women need to be comfortable talking about that. If you just had an orgasm last night and it blew your mind and whatever, they may come on and say, "Girl, I finally got some last night, and it was this," and the other girls be like,
yeah,
"Girl, all right, about time, go
yeah,
ahead."
yeah. That's exactly how the energy is. I when in the beginning I was like, okay, okay. And then I'm like, oh, okay. And that's when I got more comfortable to talk on there. And it was one time I did have it was something I had wanted to post, and then I just couldn't find it. But then that's when I saw you posting about band. How did you find out about band?
Oh, because I'm in another group called Sister. Shout out to Sister Supporting Sisters down here, and they enrolled me in their group, and I was like, "What's this?" And it's the same thing as Facebook,
It is.
except they don't have all of those restrictions.
Yeah.
Facebook don't want you to post this. Well, I'm not going to say that. If somebody was notified Facebook about your group, then they watch you. Because I'm in some swingers groups, and girl, they be screwing and everything on the page, and they don't get shut down. But because I was doing well, and people don't like to see that. Somebody's jealous. They kept reporting me for the content.
The thing about it is
But I'm
when
gonna keep going. They can't stop
exactly
me.
that's what I was about to say. The thing about it is you're just gonna keep on going and that's not gonna stop
They
you. So
they can't stop me. That's why I say let me walk away. I'll still keep um Facebook for certain things, but I'm trying to get everybody to come over to band.
man,
Band
I
will be
have
our main source of communication.
I have band and I'm also in a social group. So I have the social group and now that I downloaded band, I'm like, okay, Shauna, my phone blows up like crazy. Like, okay, Shauna, okay. Because everybody's
Yeah,
like
band
in the
got my phone
morning. Good
bing,
morning.
bing, bing all day.
Yeah, but it's like, good morning, how are you? Hi, queens. How have you like it's a lot of positive. So I want to let the ladies know that
Are you
you're
on
the one.
Clubhouse? Do you have an iPhone?
No, I don't. I don't have an iPhone.
You don't have an iPhone.
I don't have an iPhone.
Me either. I'm Android all day.
I don't like iPhone. I don't want to
I'm gonna
be.
start my own version of Clubhouse for
Thank you.
Android people.
Thank you. Because I was like, 'cause, one of my girls, Miss Peachy, she did something with Clubhouse. And I'm like, I want to join. And it was like, you can't join because you have not Amazon, you have Android. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So
I
it's
said
a whole
iPhone must
fiber
have started
community.
that so that everybody can run and
Yeah.
switch. I'm good. I love Androids.
I was kind of upset about it because it's a whole fiber community there. And I was kind of upset.
That I wanted to get in because Celeste Trophy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did like a 5 panel thing with another one, Milan and some
Yeah.
other big hitters in the crochet world.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see that.
Yeah.
You should
It was
invite them all
some
on your
other
show.
things. Okay.
Our show. I
Our
like that
show.
better. Our show.
Yeah, I could do that. You know, getting to some certain people is hard. Some people just feel like they don't want to
I
be
think
bothered.
Celeste would do it.
She's nice. I can ask her. She's really nice.
And
Yeah.
try what's her name too, because you never know. You gotta ask and see what they say. But did you
Always
see
ask.
the advertising for all 5 of them?
Yes.
You need to inbox them.
So
All they
I
have to do is
inbox
say
a
no,
lot.
but you won't
I
know until you ask.
Exactly. And I'm always inbox. I'm that advocate girl. Like I'm always advocating for someone. So I'm always sending messages out. Like I put a time slot in my day just to send out messages. And it's a generic message. And I would ask, just like how I asked you, would you like to be on? But I wanted to ask you for a while. I just wanted you to be in part of the New Year crew. And
Thank you, thank you,
yeah,
thank you. I
yeah,
think you should ask them. I think that they
yeah,
would be honored to be on your show because it's all crocheting. Yeah, ask. It doesn't hurt to ask because they
yeah,
make some amazing designs. One thing about my crochet, and everybody is like, "Oh my God, how'd you make that?" And
yeah.
it's so beautiful, and it's this, and I'm not confident about it. That's what I have to work on,
You're
being
not.
confident about what I crochet.
You because you wasn't confident about and that's what drew me to you. Your pattern. Well, at the time it wasn't a pattern, but when you wrote it up and made it into a pattern, I'm like, I just made this. Do you understand? You can
No,
make money from that.
because you know what? My thing about it is, I have to focus on what I'm doing. Me watching everybody else's crocheting, I'm like, oh my God, I want to do that. Oh my God. And when you do that, you lose focus. Right now, I'm doing a um, baby snowsuit with the matching hat and the, what you call it. It's from a pattern that is not in English.
I did
Girl,
that before.
you want to talk about stressed out?
Yeah, I did that
But I'm
before.
almost finished. But I did her pattern so I could create my own.
I did
So
that
after I
today
get
too.
this one done, I'm gonna create my own and I'll add my own to it. I did it exactly how she did it. I was, calling my girlfriend, oh, this in Spanish, that in Spanish, and she was able to tell me. I let her watch the video, and then she was able to tell me. And then I just sat and watched it and did it, step by step. But I'm not confident enough. Everybody around me thinks that, oh, you can sew that. You can crochet that. That's what they tell me. You can sew that. They don't even call it crocheting. You can sew that.
Yeah, you can sew that.
Yeah,
or you can knit that. And I'm like,
right.
okay,
Crochet, they
okay.
don't know nothing about.
Exactly. So I'm like, okay, all right, whatever. But I have that mindset too that I could just do whatever. And I'm having a show on Wednesday with Little John. It's Crochet Gone Wild. Crochet Gone Wild is Little John and I doing different things, educating. But the first one is going to be about novelty yarn. So I love Little John because I'm able to talk to her. It's almost like a balance. Like she's like calm and I'm not
She's
really
amazing too.
that she's a lot amazing. A lot. She taught me so much, but she swears and she's very humble. She swears up and down that I taught her so much. And I'm like, girl, you like 100K and you talking about I taught you? Like you've been in here, you winning. You was on Martha Stewart website.
Didn't she say she quit her job?
She quit her job. She was supposed to quit March, but she hit her target 2 months prior. So she decided to quit in December, I think. November or December she quit. And it was funny how she told her husband because it was originally supposed to be March, and then she was like,
She quit her job for crocheting.
not just crocheting. She has so many things going on.
Oh,
She
okay.
wants to
But
basically
everything
have
is
a
based around
based
crocheting.
off of fiber arts crocheting. Yep. So YouTube, you can make money, but it's not going to pay the bills.
I was going to
Patterns,
say because somebody else told me it's not a lot of money.
I get 2 cents after we finish. I get 2 cents for every person who
Actually, two
watches.
pennies.
2 cents, 2 pennies. Every time someone comes and click on my show and watch it for at least 5 minutes, they have to watch for at least 5 minutes. That's 2 pennies. Yeah. That's yeah. What we get like super chat. I don't like asking people or begging people for money, but super chat you can make good money too. Like she makes good money off of super chat. Super chat is the button right there next to the chat. You could click on that and you could donate to the person who's giving
I've
out the
seen that.
information. Now that helps. That helps a whole lot because I'm literally getting 2 cents, but I am consistently putting out content. I'm consistently doing tutorials. I'm going to consistently, give out information and entertainment for everyone. Like after Wednesday, I have these patterns I'm going to put out. I'm going to do my blog, and that's where she makes money as well. She's also an Amazon affiliate, but she just told me I blew her mind on Saturday because on Saturday I told her my secret on how I made more money than her in 1 month. And I just started being an Amazon affiliate. I made more money than her. I made like
With grass gans?
no, being an Amazon affiliate. I'm
What
an
the hell is that?
Amazon. I'm an Amazon affiliate, so you could be an affiliate for any company. Basically, you are sharing their product. Like right here, I'm a affiliate of Popl. I haven't even been talking about Popl lately, but Popl is like a electronic business card, and you don't even have to be a
I
business
saw
owner.
it. I saw it. I saw it. I
Yes.
saw it.
So as soon as you click and you click your phone and it automatically will pull up your information so
I
that
want it.
You want it? See, it
I want it.
automatically comes up. All I did was tap. I don't know if you can
Yeah,
see.
I want that.
You want it? All right. The link is in. I'm gonna send you the link
Mm.
to your what's the name? So it comes up as whatever you want. If you want to put your address, your telephone number, or your PPC information, whatever you want, it could be on there. And you know how we like to get info, like if somebody say, give me your number, so we have to go in our phones and put their information in there. Nope. Popl, all you have to do is hit the back of their phone and it automatically comes up. It doesn't matter if you have
I need that.
Android. And I'm
And I'm
gonna
gonna tell other people about it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna give you the link so you can get 20% off. Because that
I saw
is
you doing something
good.
else. Amazon something.
Amazon affiliate. So basically, if you use my link, everybody's buying stuff from Amazon. When you use my link is I get paid. So if you go in there and you click on something and you decide to buy it, I get a portion of it. And that's what I made in 1 month more than Little John because I just got a little smart about it. I had to use common sense. I had to say, I don't have a blog. She has a blog. She posts like her adding machine. People go on there and say, she's good for her adding machine. So they will go in there and they will click on it to buy the adding machine. Whereas I don't have that. I don't do that. So I had to find other ways. So I'm a coupon queen. I love
that
coupons.
adding machine is a little difficult.
Little
Girl.
Little.
No, yeah, that's a little difficult. I saw somebody doing it with a drill to make it go. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that.
It don't work like that for me. I'm like this. I'm going like this and still
so that it don't drop a loop.
I can't do it. I'm like, what is going on? I made one thing and it came out like so nice that I realized I didn't even know how to cast off. I was so excited about finishing it. I didn't know how to cast off. So I was so mad. I was so mad because that's when I started dropping stitches, when I didn't know how to cast off. But she teaches some of that as well. But I told her I'm gonna stay in my lane and stay.
Sometimes you gotta stay in your lane, Shannon. Sometimes you gotta stay, girl. Yep.
I'm gonna stay in my lane.
I click on it all the time to buy it, and then I'll be like, because I got a loomer over here, a loom thing, with the little stick, and you.
Yes.
Yeah, it's still in the package.
Make nice stuff with that. You can make really nice stuff with that.
I don't have time. I run 4 businesses.
Exactly.
I don't have time. But I saw it, and somebody else had put something on Facebook they had made, and I was like, let me inbox and talk to them. I had a long conversation with the person, and she was like, oh, it's so easy, just going by this loom kit from Walmart. And she did a video. She was making a hat and showed me you just keep wrapping it all the way around until you get to the first one. Then you wrap it around again, and then they got this little pick, and you just keep putting the stitches over, and then you go back.
Yeah.
Girl, I could have made 4 dresses by then. I don't have
time for that video. I don't have time for that.
And I get mad. I start throwing stuff. I don't have
I didn't throw it. I was disappointed because I have 2. My girl Olympia bought me one. And when I started using it, I'm like, I'm doing something wrong. Then I'm like, well, maybe it's this. So I had bought another one and it's still happening. Now
you have to know how to do that.
I'm not going into that because somebody told me the Addy is better, but I'm not spending $250 on.
Is that how much it is?
That's the Cadillac, yeah.
Because the one I saw, so I was looking at the hoopty.
Yeah,
it was $79.
That's the hoopty. That's what I have. I have the hoopty. The Cadillac, though, it must work extremely well because everybody who has it, they're able to whip up something really quick. This one, it keeps dropping stitches, it keeps jumping. So I said, you know what? And then it's a kid.
The other one for $250 whips it up well, right?
Yeah. And I was going to invest in it, but then I said, no, Shauna. Let me invest in what I'm doing now.
Shauna, did you see the yarn sale in Walmart?
No. It was a yarn sale in Walmart?
It's only certain Walmarts, but I got yarn today. Um, Red Heart Super Saver, the big ones, for 64 cents.
Huh? And I'm a coupon promo queen. I didn't see, and that's another thing. I can see everybody who, well, I'm in a lot of different discount places, but they don't have anything for yarn. So that's another thing I'm doing affiliate program for yarn. But I didn't hear anything about that.
And you know, Lion Brand's warehouse is in Jersey and it's open to the public.
Mm-hmm.
I did an event when I was selling crochet in Port Authority or Penn Station in New York, and the Lion Brand's vice president was taking a train, and he came and he was like, "Oh, this is nice." It was a scarf set for men, and he was like, "I'd like to buy this. How much was it?" And I was getting ready to leave. I was like, "Oh, just give me $30." So he gave me the $30, and he had his business card on top of it. And he was like, "If you ever need yarn, come and see me." I talked to him from time to time. I've gone to the warehouse, and girl, he gave me so much. You got to see how much yarn I got. We need to
Ingrid.
do a trip.
Yes. Ingrid, you got
I got
connections.
here in my bedroom, I have 4 storage bins of yarn. Downstairs, I have a 20 cabinet wall unit full to the brim. Then I have like 3 rows on top. In my son's closet, I have 2 boxes that, you know, the mattress was
Your
rolled up
son's
in it when I
closet.
bought it.
I have mine and my son's too.
Girl, I need to get me a
I
house
don't want
with
to tell
just
nobody
a
that.
yarn room. I thought when I moved to my office space that I was gonna have so much more room, but it just made me buy more yarn. And then when I go over the Lion Brand and they got this, they sell like the 10 pack for $10 because it's $1 and it's regular skeins of yarn and it's $10, all colors.
I get the sales
I bought $100.
sporadically. I get so
No,
for some apparent reason those sales was coming out a lot earlier last year too. Like around COVID time, they had a lot of big sales. So I bought a lot of yarn.
you
I'm
gotta
in
go
the
to the
big
warehouse. You're gonna lose your mind. When I went, there was room. There was no room in the back. I'm glad nobody else went with me but my son. There was no room in the trunk. There was no room in the back because it was $10 for 10 of them, and they was packaged all nice, and it was good yarn. So I bought $100 of that, and then they had a sale 12 for 12, and I bought over 100 skeins of yarn.
I'm sitting here like, oh my gosh.
That's what we should do. Let's organize a day trip for the females who can go to Lion Brand and just I'll call him and let him know we're coming.
Yes. I've always wanted to do like a crochet retreat, fiber artist retreat too.
Did
I
you hear
want,
about the crochet cruises?
yeah, but I want something a little like different.
You want something a little what?
Different. I want
They
something
have those too,
different.
but it's like Crochet Crowd.
That's what I
Um
don't want. I don't
Crochet
want
Crowd
that.
had just had a retreat,
Yeah, I don't want that.
but they wanted like maybe $700 per person.
That's not bad, but I don't want that. I want
Yeah.
different. I want different. I want us to have a good goddamn time. Like, bring out the
Like a
bottle.
meet and greet on Friday night.
Yes. Go instead of bar hopping, we could go bar hopping. But instead of bar hopping, we could go yarn hopping. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of a bachelorette party, like a fucking like let's go wild crochet type of
We
thing.
can do like what you call it, everybody bring yarn wrapped up and you exchange with your sister. It's a different type of yarn stuff. Yeah.
Girl, we gotta do a retreat. I want to do something like that and just go all out and just have a good ass time.
It's
Not
something that we have to plan like for months ahead so that it will
Yes,
be perfect.
yes.
Everything you have merchandise that they can buy, special
Exactly.
pajamas made of,
Maybe we could do that
wine
with the
glasses.
sisterhood.
Huh?
Maybe we could do that with the sisterhood, like a first meet and greet for the sisterhood.
We're actually doing one. It'll be a year in May. So we're doing, sometimes we got to wait until COVID restrictions, but we were doing these log cabins in North Carolina. There's really no TV, so you'll have to bond. You know what I'm saying? And then there's outlets and bars and movie theaters. Yeah, so one of the girls that lives in North Carolina is getting that together. But I like the idea because it was log cabins. There's no TV, and
Okay.
we could just have. It wouldn't be like we would be sitting around all day talking, but like out of each day that we there, it would be bonding exercises. Girl,
Yes.
I'd thought of a million games to play. I make up my
That's
own games.
that's what's up. That's what I'm talking about. Not no workshop. Okay, let's go here. Let's do lunch. Let's go
No,
there.
girl, we
Let's
would have a
no no no
ball because
no.
I'm crazy. We would have a ball.
I don't want to go to the nursery. I want to go
Can,
have fun.
can you see the people's comments on this?
Yeah, you
Hold
can't.
on. No, it says you're in the show. Everyone can see and hear. I see my picture and your picture. That's it.
There because you're on your phone, so there is a way to do it, but Shay say it's tricky. My girl Shay, she when she be on here, she say it's tricky. It's a way you can do it,
No, I
and
just
you
wanted to see if you could see it. It's okay if I can't.
yeah, I can see it. You had Jesse on here, Jesse Rosado.
Oh, Jessica. Hi, Jessica.
Ain't no
PPC for
stopping us.
life.
Yeah, she said I could do hand crochet and carry the bags.
What she said?
She said I could do hand crochet and carry the bags.
Yep, that's my girl.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up.
This has been amazing.
Yeah,
I would be honored to be a founder because I have so many ideas of things to do, how we could really take this to the next level.
I'm excited.
So if you will have me, I will be definitely interested.
I want you. I want you, and I want. I'm gonna do on Facebook Messenger. I'm gonna open up like a little chat, and then we're talking the chat, and come up with some ideas. I'm excited about it because it's a sisterhood. It's a community. It's something
Yes,
that we all
definitely.
can bond with. Some of us know things, and some of us don't know things. I'm still learning. There's still things I
Right,
want
we
to
all
learn.
are.
Exactly. And there's things that we all could teach each other. So I think this would be extremely great. I want to
My
thank
my
you.
mother said, like you got time.
You don't got no time now.
I do. I'm sitting here talking to you. Things that are important to you, you make time for them. That would be important to me. So no worries. I'm
And
all
that
in.
is true. That is so true because I used to say I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to do the YouTube thing. I don't have time to do that. I don't have time to do that.
No,
And
if it's
let me tell you,
important to you, you'll make time for it.
yeah, I want to bring up how that happened. That happened because I read a book. I read a
Tell them again to read that book. It's important.
It's very, very important. I talk to them all the time about law of attraction. I tell my mother, I tell my sisters, I tell my friends, law of attraction, law of attraction, law of attraction. And then reading this book, I was saying it, but not really like believing it. But the book made me believe it, made me
But you
think
have to
it,
train your
manifest.
mind for positive thoughts because you are speaking whatever existence into your life. If you're always walking around talking about, I'm sad, I'm depressed, that's exactly what it's going to be. It's another thing they said, like, if you want a G Wagon, go to the
Mhm.
dealership. Try and, test it out. Start living the life that you want to live or acting like you have because you're calling it to existence.
Yep.
This one is good too. This book here, It's amazing. You
That
have
I
to
have
get
to
it.
read.
Yeah. I'm
That
almost finished, but this is my second time reading it. So I don't have a whole bunch of time for reading. So I read like 5 pages a day. So it's taking me a little longer. But it's a really good read. And once you finish it and you start practicing the principles that they tell you to apply, watch how things open up.
it's amazing how the power of the tongue is. So get the book The Secret. It's by Rhonda Byrne. And on in that book was my girl, I believe her name is Nicole or Nichols, Lisa Nichols, and she's in there as well. And she's someone who I followed only because I heard her story. Her story was almost like mine. I was homeless and things like that. But I started reading her book, and she always kept saying how people kept saying how ugly she was, and she just had it was just everything that was just so negative in her life. And once she started applying the law of attraction, she started seeing great things happen in her life.
Yes. You have
And
to
right now,
speak
she's
it
a
into
multi-million
existence.
dollar.
Like when I was talking to Toy, when I first met Toy, and Toy was like, you have to train your mind for that. So I started saying, I asked her questions like, things that everybody would ask. Is my business going to be successful?
Yep.
And she was like, definitely. Um, and the things that she said to me was so true. I was talking to Toy and I had tears running out of my eyes. When I got off the phone, when she told me to go upstairs and write in my book 6 things, I think she said, or what I wanted for my life. And 6 months later, look at it. And
Mm-hmm.
I told her I wanted a certain amount of money in the bank. Lo and behold, like she said, because you got to speak into existence. And I also believe that if you want something, you tell God you want it and
Mm-hmm.
you let it go. I'm
Mm-hmm.
a little different where I might try and help God some because I can't sit
You
still.
can't. You're supposed to do some type of work. That's what I was always told. You got to do some type of work. You have to. And that's what I did. I did the work, and he's repaying me back everything.
I remember you talking to Toy about your business. I don't think your business was as profitable back then. And then Toy gave you some words of encouragement and told you to believe in yourself and to do this and to do that. It was around the same time that you
Yep.
had her come on for the crochet group
Yep.
and it turned things around. I also believe that it was my time because for
Hmm.
27 years, I carried toys up project stairs, elevators, everywhere, hustling. Wasn't nowhere. I would do 5 parties in one week and run myself ragged. I quit my postal job of 20 years to sell sex toys. And no, it hasn't always gone like every weekend. Some weekends I made $300, and some weekends I made 3,000. But I think because I stuck with it, I never took no for an answer. Is why I am where I am today.
Yep.
I wouldn't change it for anything in the world.
I'm gonna explain something to everyone. Because I get a lot of people saying, I don't have time. I don't have the money. I'm sick. I'm disabled. I'm this. I'm that. It's always excuses. And that's where I was. And Toy kept saying, stop it. Toy kept saying, you know, you could do this. Come on. And that's what I like about her because she's so real and raw with you. And she was making me mad, but she was telling the truth. She was making me mad. I was pissed with Toy. I said, you know, if I ain't like you, I would want to punch you. But she was
Mhm.
telling the truth. And then I actually paid for a session. And the next day, like she was telling me that my ancestors was telling me that you are better than this. Because I was on welfare and I was comfortable. I wasn't comfortable though. I was comfortable. I was complacent because I was getting this money, $427. You can't take care of 2 kids with 427. You can't do that. Even though they was giving you food stamps, you have 2 boys. It doesn't work that way. And
Mhm.
she kept saying, you could do this, you could do this, you could do this. I was in pain every day. I was 320 pounds. I was sleepy. I couldn't move. I couldn't breathe. And when she was telling me all of this, I kept saying, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And it didn't happen right then and there. But a year later, it was just certain things just kept happening in my life. And it kind of pushed out those things that was blocking me. And it was because I kept saying, I have to make a change. And it started small. I'm not saying to do everything at one time. It started really small.
It's true.
I started just drinking water. I didn't stop snacking. I just started drinking water. 50 pounds was just like that. And then one day I just started walking. And then one day I just started, like, just little things, step by step, step by step.
But you have to start somewhere. I just had a conversation with my nephew this weekend. Like, if you want to do some business, if it's something that's on your heart and you keep saying, oh, let me wait. I've never been that. I jump head first. I worry about everything else later, because if you wait, and you can walk outside your house today and get hit by a car, and that dream that was on your heart will never be realized. Just go ahead and do it. God is going to make a way. Go ahead and do it. That waiting, that's nothing but excuses. And excuses are not going to pay your bills. Just go ahead. If you want to start a business and you don't know how, start researching. Start something to work towards that goal. But I tell them, do it. Go ahead. Because who wants to be sitting around with a life of regret? I wonder what would happen if I would have actually opened that clothing boutique. I wonder what would have happened if I had actually went to school for cosmetology or for hair. You will never know. Better to know than not to know.
Exactly. That's why I'm so glad. I'm so happy that, I just decided I'm like, all right, I'm going to do this YouTube thing. Because she said, my question to Toy was, is my Facebook group going to be popular? She was like, I don't see a Facebook group being popular. And she hurt my heart. But then she said, but I see you being popular. You are going to be popular, but it's not going to be on Facebook. She said, but I do see you getting monthly income. I do see you making this and doing that. And she just started saying little things. And I'm like, I don't know what this lady's talking about. It sounds like YouTube. I am not no YouTuber. But I didn't think of it as what I'm doing now. Tutorials, podcasts,
right.
Dating. I didn't think about it. Like, I'm just saying no YouTuber, because I'm thinking like the little kids. I'm thinking of what they do. And I didn't want to do that. That wasn't me. But I thought about it and I'm like, everybody watch YouTube now. And a lot of people need help with certain things. And we in a pandemic. And I always said I never had the time. But for some apparent reason, I have the time for this now. It just comes out of nowhere. I went
Toy
to the
told me to. She told me, because I've always been the person, I can do everything. I don't need any help. I will stay up 24 hours, get it done, be sitting here overwhelmed, crying, tired, but I can do everything. Toy said, Ingrid, no, you have to stop. You have to delegate. You have to let people help you. That's the only way your business is going to grow, because you can't be everywhere and you can't do it. And even still, after she told me, I was like, I can do that. Why am I going to pay somebody? Why am I going to trust somebody with this? Because nobody's going to care for my business the way I do. And then finally, it's like God sent somebody to me to help me grow my business. And it started as a friendship. Me and, if she's still watching, Jessica Marie Rosado, we just started talking. Like every day, she was buying toys in PPC. And we started talking, and I would be driving somewhere and I would call and we would talk all the way to where I was driving to. And we just became friends. And then she was like, one day she was showing me that she had made a lamp. And I was like, oh, that's nice. And she was like, but I can do this and I can do that. And I was like, well, let's try and do this. And it just grew. So that was the beginning of me trusting people with my stuff, because I always felt like nobody is going to love my businesses or take care of it the way I have. And then I let her become moderator of the group. And then I felt like that was enough. I didn't need anybody else. And this other young lady, Robin, Mac, we had been friends before Jessica. And Robin, when me and Robin started talking, I would call Robin and just be venting to her. And she was always the voice of reason for me. She was like, well, no, you're not going to do that because, or you should do it this way. And she always had a way of calming me down when I was like just ready to jump off the ledge. So I was like, I need her as my admin. But prior to these two young ladies, girl, please, you going to do what for me? Mm-mm. I'm not
Yeah.
giving you enough to ruin me. But
Yeah.
Joyce said, Ingrid, you cannot be like that. You have to do this and you have to do that. And that's how I was able to let go. If it wasn't for Toy, I probably would be 20 pounds by now trying to do everything by myself.
Aw.
She helped my business a lot.
She is good like that. And sometimes I don't even know if she believes that. I don't know. Sometimes I think she don't really realize how much she helps a lot of people. Toy was on here before and she helped a couple of ladies on here. And I don't think she realized like how much she helped me. She helped me so much because I, again, like you, didn't think I was gonna delegate. She told me to delegate and I didn't think I would. And I decided to just step out on faith and get help. And it helps. It helps to have somebody else do something else. And I'm just excited about today. And I'm glad you came on here
Well,
and gave
I thank you. I
ideas.
thank you. In any way, if I can be helpful, please do not hesitate to ask. I want to talk to you after we get off this call. We got to get this grass gams going.
Okay.
Today is the day. I'm going to jump right in.
Okay, 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 okay. All
Okay.
right. All right. So we're
Thank
gonna
you so much for
go.
having me.
No problem. So if you guys want to join PPC, it's in the Ingrid's Facebook account is in the description and you can check her out and her beautiful work. And if you need some toys, that's the sex toy
Come
queen.
on over to the sexy side.
Get you a toy. Get you a couple of toys cuz
I'll talk to you soon.
all right,
All right. Take
bye.
care. Bye bye.
I love her. I'm gonna take it down. I just decided everybody keeps saying you cut off so early. You cut off so early. It's not me, it's this thing. It cuts off early on me. I don't know why. But yeah, so thank you guys for today. If you want to be on, let me know. If you want to come on here and talk to us about you and let us know who's that person behind the hook. Come on, shout me out, let me know, hit me up, and you could come on here. Or if you have anyone in mind that you think you would want to learn more from, let me know, and I will contact them to see if they want to come on here. And that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. Trying to get more of us fiber artists out and about. And I think I wanted Ingrid on this platform to let everybody know that crochet is something that we all have some a common bond, but it's more than just crochet. We have other things going on, other things that we do. And that's how she makes her money. And PPC had exploded. PPC, I remember when she first started, and it was only like maybe 200, 300 people, and it just went crazy. And now it's like a big enterprise, and I'm so proud of her. And I definitely want to go to some of her events. And if you do, check it out. If you want to be a part of PPC, it's in the description. And it don't matter where you're at, because a lot of the things you could travel to probably. I know that a lot of the stuff is on the East Coast, but as you heard, She's trying to make it bigger. Maybe you guys can have a chapter in the South. You could have a Southern chapter or something. I'm trying to see if she could get a New Jersey chapter. I'm trying to see if we could get the New Jersey thing going on. Because I don't know if I want to go to Delaware or New York. I don't know. I don't know. I just drank the whole bottle, y'all. I sat here and drank the whole bottle. I did. I did. And I'm tired now. Tired. But the next time you'll see me is Wednesday on Little John's channel. It won't be mine. It'll be on Little John's channel. And it'll be Crochet Gone Wild, where I'm going to show you some patterns and give you noveltiness. Like that yarn that you have laying around. Yeah, I'm gonna show you how to do that. And after that, we are going to do more things, but we just want to get a feel of how this Wednesday night is going to turn out. So it'll be Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Check us out, Little John Yarn's channel. And that's going to be every other Wednesday. Every other Wednesday, we will have that. And then that's about it. A sale, 20%. 20% off of grabs in my Etsy shop. Look in the description. 20%. Also, Popl, 20%. Also, merch for custom made shirts, hoodies, all that stuff. 20% off for the new year. It's a whole new year sale on all of the merchandise that I sell. 20% off on every single thing in the box below. And that's to the end of the month, to the end of the month. And then that's over with. But yeah, be a part of the movement while it's on sale. And I'm gonna do some more extensive things for graphing. I'm finding that too many people are asking a whole lot of questions about graph ganning and graphing. So that's what we're going to talk about. But you guys have a good night. Bye.